In this story, Slim Chance, you know Slim Chance, he's a bachelor cowboy. He's feeding cattle in the winter and his pickup quits on him. So he and Loper try to fix it, but cowboys are not very good mechanics. And they end up flooding the carburetor and it explodes in Loper's face. And he has to go to the house and trim his mustache because Slim tells him that he looks like a crazy person with only half of a mustache. So before they go to town, haul that pickup to town, he has to go trim up his mustache. So they haul the pickup to town, to the Ford house. And the Ford house is generous enough to loan them a pickup that Slim can use to feed cattle. But this is not a junk heap, which is what Slim is used to driving. This is a newer model, pretty slick vehicle. Everything works. The radio, the windshield wipers, the turn signals, the lights, and it even has electric windows and electric door lockers, which is terrible luxury for Slim. He's not used to that at all. So he goes to feed, and he decides to let Hank and Drover go with him. And cowboys in our country, when we feed bales of alfalfa hay, we have, and when we're feeding alone, we have a way of doing that. You load 15, 20, 25 square bales on the back of a flatbed pickup, and you go to the pasture and you find a feed ground where you got some flat ground. You put the pickup in four-wheel drive low range, and then first gear, grandma low. You let on the clutch, you step out, get up in the back, and you throw the hay out. You got to scatter it out, otherwise the horn cows will keep the rest of them from getting any hay. You got to scatter it out. And so you're able to throw it out for 100 yards, and then you jump down, catch up with the pickup, and stop it. So that's what is going on at this point. Slim has jumped out and left Hank and Drover inside the pickup. As you might expect, I took this opportunity to stick my head out the shotgun side window and draw in deep breaths of fresh. My goodness, unless I was badly mistaken, the window glass had moved up. What was the deal? For no good reason, the glass had moved, with nobody cranking it up and without my permission. I stood there and watched as it zipped shut. You know, this was starting to get on my nerves. Not only had the window closed without any authorization from me, but it had denied me my source of fresh, wholesome air. But did I just sit there moping and breathing stale air? No, sir. I moved my freight over to the driver's side window. I stepped past Drover and headed for the open window. I suppose that his mind had wandered, and all at once it returned to his body. Oh, hi. What's going on? Don't worry about it, son. I've got everything under control. I stepped up on the window, to the window on the driver's side and filled my lungs with fresh air. Behind me, Drover said, "Gosh, did the other window roll itself up?" Something like that, yes. Oh, I get it now. You stepped on the button. Button? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, there's a button on every shirt sleeve and a thread on every button. And I don't have time to discuss threads and buttons. The important point is that we still have a supply of fresh air. Yeah, but you better watch where you're stepping or you'll do it again. Drover, where I'm stepping has nothing to do with... I happened to be looking at Drover at the very moment and was able to observe his eyes as they grew from small dots into wide circles. Oh my gosh! You rolled up that window too. I knew it. I tried to warn you. Will you please hush? I had nothing to do with it. I was just standing here, minding my own business. Drover, there's something very strange about this pickup. We must stay alert. He fell down on the seat and started wheezing. Yeah, now I can't breathe. Of course you can breathe. Yeah, but all the air's gone stale, and I hate to breathe stale air. I think I'm fixing to suffocate. Oh, rubbish. Drover, it's common knowledge that these pickup cabs aren't sealed airtight. There should be plenty of... I took a big gulp of air, and all at once it seemed pretty stale. I took another big gulp and, holy strokes, Drover, we're running out of air. I knew it. Help, I'm suffocating. Get control of yourself, son. We have to be professional about this. Try to ration your air intake. How do you do that? Well, I'm not sure. Oh! Stop groaning, that's the first step. Groaning uses up large quantities of precious carbon dioxide. No more groaning. Well, I'll try. And maybe we should sit still and not move. Great idea. Now we're cooking. I left the window and joined him in the middle of the seat. There we went into statue mode and didn't move a hair. The pickup chugged on across the pasture. Slim pitched off the hay, and we rationed our breathing, cutting each breath by 46%. I think this is working, son. Now all we have to do is wait for Slim. What do you say? Can we tough it out? No answer. I glanced to my right and saw that he had passed out. A cold chill moved down my spine. Drover, speak to me. Can you hear me? What'd you say? Well, I haven't actually said anything yet, except speak to me. You want me to speak or hear you? I don't care, one or the other. Well, I can't hear you. Everything's fuzzy. Okay, then speak to me. I just did.